Hi everyone. Today, let's talk about something that's with us every day. Hunger, fullness, and thirst. These are signals from our body showing what we really need at the moment. But honestly, it's not always easy to recognize them and respond properly. About hunger and fullness signals. Sometimes we feel hungry almost all the time or very often, while fullness, well, we often ignore it. Sometimes we eat even though we already feel full and a bit uncomfortable in our stomach, because the hunger seems stronger than how we feel after eating. From an evolutionary perspective, hunger and fullness signals were our natural indicators. They told us when to supply energy and when it was enough. When we listened to our bodies, it was simple and natural. Disturbance of signals by emotions and diets. But today it's different. Often, we eat not from physiological hunger, but from emotional need. For example, to calm stress or tension. Then hunger signals can get mixed with so-called emotional hunger. What causes us to stop listening to our body's signals? Often it's diets and calorie counting. When we restrict food but increase physical activity, our brain may start perceiving it as a threat of starvation. Then it slows down metabolism to save energy. Physiological hunger. Physiological hunger is the real one, the signal that our body needs energy. It appears a few hours after the last meal or when the food was too small or unbalanced. We may feel stomach rumbling, slight discomfort, or even tiredness. Importantly, we can postpone satisfying this hunger for a moment. For example, to finish an important conversation or work. But ignoring it for a longer time leads to what's called ravenous hunger. Ravenous hunger. Ravenous hunger is the state when we are so hungry that we lose rationality and grab whatever is at hand. It's then easy to overeat without restraint, often eating products that aren't necessarily good for us. The result is overeating and discomfort. Emotional hunger. There's also emotional hunger, completely different from physiological hunger. It doesn't appear in the stomach, but rather in the head or around the mouth area. It's a strong craving for something specific, usually sweet, salty, or fatty. This kind of hunger takes away rational thinking and often leads to uncontrolled snacking. How to recognize and deal with emotional hunger. Emotional hunger is often a response to stress, tension, or difficult emotions. Eating then acts like a quick relief. Endorphins, the happiness hormones, temporarily improve our mood. But it's relief, not true pleasure. It's worth noticing whether we eat with pleasure and mindfulness or compulsively to numb emotions. This helps better understand our relationship with food. Eating with pleasure versus emotional eating. Eating with pleasure means consciously savoring every bite, whether it's a sandwich or your favorite cake. We eat slowly, feel the flavors, and enjoy the experience. Emotional eating, on the other hand, often ends with feelings of guilt and regret. If we eat in response to physiological hunger, such feelings don't occur. To sum up, listen to your body, learn to recognize the difference between physiological and emotional hunger, and learn how to care for yourself with mindfulness and respect. Then eating becomes a source of true pleasure and energy. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with all the latest content. See you in the next episode.